Looking for the best trail running shoes to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get started. Number 5. Brooks Divide 5. A great option that offers excellent value for the price. At around $100, it's one of the most affordable trail shoes on the list, but don't mistake that for poor quality. Brooks has managed to strike the perfect balance between performance and price. The updated midsole gives you the cushion comfort Brooks is known for, while the outsole is made with grippy rubber to handle various trail conditions. What I really like about the Divide 5 is its versatility. It's perfect for your weekend trail runs, but it's also good enough for your daily road runs, making it a great all-in-one shoe. The upper of the shoe is breathable enough to keep your feet cool but also protects them from rocks and debris. The toe box is roomy without feeling too loose, and the heel fits securely, which is surprising for a shoe at this price. However, at $100, you're not getting all the extra features of higher-end shoes. The cushioning might not be as soft for long distances, and the traction is good but not as specialized as more expensive models. But if you're new to trail running or need a reliable shoe that won't break the bank, the Brooks Divide 5 is a solid choice. It may not be the flashiest, but it's dependable and gets the job done. Number 4. Hoka Speed Goat 6. And if you're someone who likes to go really far on the trails, this might just be your new best friend. Priced around $155, it's definitely more of an investment than our previous pick. But when you're talking about shoes that can handle 50K, 50M, or even 100-mile distances, that extra cost starts to make a lot more sense. Hoka has been refining this shoe for years now, and the 6th iteration feels like they finally hit that perfect balance of cushioning and responsiveness. The standout feature here is obviously that Hoka cushioning. We're talking about a seriously thick midsole that feels like you're running on clouds, but somehow it doesn't feel mushy or unstable on technical terrain. They've managed to keep the trademark Hoka bounce while adding in enough firmness to give you confidence on rocky descents and uneven surfaces. The Vibra Mega Grip outsole is absolutely phenomenal. It grips like crazy on both wet and dry surfaces, and the lug pattern is designed to shed mud really well, which is clutch if you're running in variable conditions. What really sets the Speed Goat 6 apart for long distance is how it manages fatigue. Your feet are going to thank you at mile 20, mile 30, and beyond because that cushioning just keeps on giving. The upper is also really well thought out. It's got this engineered mesh that breathes well, but doesn't sacrifice durability. I've seen people put hundreds of miles on these things and they still look pretty decent. The only downside, they're definitely on the heavier side compared to some other options. And if you're more of a speed demon who prioritizes feeling fast and light, you might find them a bit clunky. But for eating up serious miles and comfort, the Speed Goat 6 at $155 is tough to argue with. Number 3. Ultral Peak 9. And if you've got wider feet or you're just tired of shoes that squeeze your toes together, this is probably going to be a game share for you. At about $140, you're getting Ultra's signature foot-shaped toe box, which is basically like giving your feet room to actually function the way they're supposed to. I can't tell you how many runners I've talked to who thought they just had weird feet until they tried Altus and realized their shoes were just too narrow the whole time. The Lone Peak has always been Ultra's flagship trail shoe, and version 9 keeps all the things that made previous versions popular while fixing some of the durability issues people complain about. The zero-drop platform means your heel and forefoot are at the same height, which some people absolutely love for feeling more natural and connected to the ground. The Max Track outsole gives you solid traction without being overly aggressive. It's that perfect middle ground that works well on everything from smooth single track to moderately technical rocky terrain. What's really cool about the Lone Peak 9 is how it encourages better running form. When your toes can actually spread out and you're not heel striking as much because of the zero drop. A lot of runners find they naturally develop a more efficient stride. The cushioning is moderate, not as plush as the Hoka we just talked about, but not minimal either. It's that sweet spot where you get enough protection for long runs without losing ground feel. The durability has definitely improved with this version, too, which was a common complaint with earlier models. For $140, if you've been struggling with narrow shoes or you're curious about the zero drop thing, the Lone Peak 9 is a really solid entry point into Ultra's ecosystem. Coming in Number 2. Lasportiva Bushidto 3. And this shoe is absolutely built for punishment. At around $160, it's definitely at the higher end price-wise. But when you're tackling seriously technical terrain, we're talking loose rock, steep descents, gnarly roots, the kind of stuff that makes other shoes cry, this is the shoe you want on your feet. Lasportiva has this reputation for making bomb-proof mountain gear, and the Bushidto 3 definitely lives up to that heritage. The thing that immediately stands out about the Bushidto 3 is just how precise it feels. The fit is snug, almost race shoe snug, which gives you incredible control when you're picking your way through technical sections. The Free Cayenne XT outsole is honestly some of the best rubber I've ever experienced on a trail shoe. It grips on wet rock like it's got little suction cups, and even on loose scree and gravel, you feel way more confident than you have any right to. The lug pattern is really aggressive, too, so it bites into soft surfaces like mud and loose dirt really well. What makes this shoe special for technical terrain is the overall construction. The upper uses this TPU film overlay system that protects your feet from rocks and roots without adding a ton of weight. The midsole is on the firmer side, which means you really feel the ground beneath you. Some people love this connection and precision, while others might find it a bit harsh on longer, less technical runs. The toe box is more European narrow compared to something like the Ultra. So, if you've got wider feet, definitely try before you buy. But for $160, if you're regularly running on terrain that would challenge a mountain goat, the Bushidto 3 is honestly in a class of its own. It's like having a precision instrument instead of just a shoe. And here we are. Number 1. Salomon Sab Ultra 3. And at $200, this is definitely the most expensive shoe on our list. But hear me out because I think it's worth every penny. This shoe represents basically everything Salomon has learned about trail running over the past few decades. Packed into one incredibly well-engineered package, the S/Lab line is their premium racing series. And you can feel that attention to detail the moment you put these on your feet. What makes the Ultra 3 special is how it somehow manages to be great at everything without really compromising anywhere. The Energy Foam midsole gives you this perfect balance of cushioning and responsiveness. It's plush enough for long distances, but firm enough that you're not losing energy on climbs or technical sections. The K-Grip MA outsole is absolutely phenomenal across different terrain types. Whether you're on hard pack, loose dirt, wet rocks, or even some light scrambling, the traction is consistently excellent. The lug pattern is designed with these different zones that optimize grip for both uphill and downhill running. The upper construction is where you really see the $200 price tag justified. It uses this single-layer mesh that's incredibly lightweight and breathable, but they've reinforced it in all the right places with TPU overlays. The fit is just dialed. It's snug where it needs to be for precision, but roomy enough in the toe box that you're not going to lose toenails on long descents. The quick lace system is bomber and super convenient for race situations or when you're adjusting fit on the go. Honestly, the only downside is the price. At $200, it's definitely an investment. But if you're serious about trail running and you want one shoe that can handle everything from 5K trail races to 100m ultras, from smooth flow trails to technical alpine terrain, the S/Lab Ultra 3 is as close to perfect as I found. It's like having a Swiss Army knife for your